My name is Robert Rashka. I flew the F-4 Phantom in Vietnam, and on my first distinguished flying cross was for a night combat mission over North Vietnam. My wingman and I had caught a string of a convoy heading south at night, and it was a beautiful night. But even on a full moon at night, somebody in the convoy has to have lights on. And when we when bombing the north at night, we took off from Da Nang, flew up the coast, 30,000 feet or so, and as we got ready to go into North Vietnam, my wingman would take about a 5 to 8 mile spacing behind me, keep me on radar, and we'd turn our lights out and then go what they call from feet wet to feet dry over the land, and then I would go down to about 5,000 feet above the ground. My wingman would stay 5 to 8 miles behind me and 3,000 to 4,000 feet above me. And I went north on the low altitude, and I found a convoy heading south, so I popped up to 7,000 to 8,000 feet and punched off a multi-million cannon power flare, and it took the night away. It was just like flying in the daytime. It was so bright. And my wingman made the first pass, and then we made multiple passes. Now both of us are flying without lights, so, and we had to avoid each other by constant chatter, each one telling the other guy where he is. I'm north of the target, diving in, pulling off going to the east, etc. And anyway, after about 10 passes, we had made multiple passes. There are a lot of vehicles, and so we just kept hammering them. And that night also, when North Vietnam was divided up into 7 areas, and only 2 fighters were allowed in any area at one time at night. Well, there was my wingman, myself, in this particular area, and I was making a pass from north to south, and I fired a pod of 19 rockets at the convoy, and that pod of 19 rockets, as they went towards the target, they lit up the underside of an F-105 in a diving right-hand turn, and fortunately I could see I was going to miss him, but that man had no business being there. My guess is he had a target in Laos somewhere, saw all the fires that we got going here. It was a beautiful, clear night, and he came to see what the heck was going on, and he almost got his butt shot down for it too. But anyway, when we got all through with ammunition, we both climbed up to altitude, headed out over the feet wet again, and as we got over the ocean, we turned our lights back on, rejoined, and flew back to Da Nang. And the F-105 pilot, I never did tell anybody about the F-105 pilot because he probably had to change his underwear as soon as he got back to Laos where he was stationed. And I'm sure he never told anybody about it because it was totally illegal what he did. He had no business being in there. And he also almost got his butt shot down by our own American rockets. All right.